At this bakery, a worker was clearing some dough from an active industrial mixer when something unexpected happened. It's important to always keep your hands, clothing, or tools away from the moving parts of an operating mixer. The rotating hook is a powerful mechanical component that applies continuous torque and can easily catch loose items. Once contact occurs, the machine will continue turning until it is fully stopped. Avoid bypassing safety interlocks and never try to remove material while the mixer is still running. The correct procedure for clearing, cleaning, or removing dough is to stop the machine completely. In this busy yard, an unsecured semi-truck begins to roll forward unexpectedly, and a nearby worker moves too close, trying to block its path. It is unsafe to place yourself near a moving vehicle. A rolling truck carries significant momentum that cannot be stopped by human strength. Standing in its path can lead to serious danger, especially in an active work area. Human strength cannot stop a moving vehicle. The proper response to an unbraked or rolling truck is to stay clear of its path and alert others. At this warehouse entrance, two workers stand near a large sliding gate, unaware that strong wind pressure is about to push it off its track. A large solid gate can act like a sail, catching the wind with significant force. If its tracks, rollers, or safety stops are not properly maintained or secured, a powerful gust can push the entire structure off its track, causing it to come loose. All large exterior gates and doors should be inspected regularly to ensure that their components are secure and capable of withstanding environmental conditions. Avoid standing close to unsupported gates or other freestanding structures during high winds. In this truck yard, a pedestrian walks into an active lane without noticing that a semi-truck is approaching at an unsafe speed. A vehicle yard functions as a live traffic environment where visibility and reaction time are critical. A truck moving too quickly reduces its ability to stop safely and can place pedestrians at serious risk. Each movement within an active lane must be made with full awareness of nearby vehicles. Drivers must follow posted yard speed limits at all times. Saving a few seconds is never worth the safety risk. Pedestrians should always use marked walkways and maintain clear eye contact with drivers before crossing any lane. At this textile factory, a worker feeds a large sheet into a powerful roller system and accidentally allows the fabric to come too close to his body, creating a dangerous situation. Never allow any part of your body, clothing, or accessories to come in contact with material being pulled into an active roller. These machines are designed to maintain continuous tension and will quickly draw in loose items until stopped. Roller systems must always be handled with caution. Keep all clothing and accessories clear of the feeding area, and use tools or push sticks to guide materials. Always stop the machine completely before making adjustments or removing fabric. At this materials yard, a crane lifts a smooth, heavy panel using only friction slings, while two workers stand too close beneath the suspended load. Avoid lifting smooth surface loads using friction alone. Slings wrapped around a flat, unsecured panel have limited grip and little margin for movement. When the center of gravity shifts, the load can slide loose without warning. A lift is only as safe as its rigging method. Always match the rigging method to the load. Smooth surfaces require fixed lift points, clamps, or a secure basket hitch, not simple wraps. At this remote worksite, two mobile cranes perform a coordinated lift of a large tank. The combined weight proves too heavy, and one crane begins to lose stability as its front wheels rise slightly off the ground. Operators should never exceed a crane's rated load capacity for its configuration. Crane stability depends on a careful balance between the lifted weight, boom length, and counterweight setup. Overloading, setting out riggers on soft ground, or poor coordination during a tandem lift can shift the center of gravity and create instability. Every lift must be planned, calculated, and supervised by a qualified lift director. Ground stability testing and constant communication between operators are essential. If a crane's wheels start to lift from the ground, it indicates that its stability has been compromised, and the lift must be stopped immediately. At this panel workshop, a forklift operator transports a tall, unstable stack of boards and places it too close behind a coworker. Never leave a tall or vertically stacked load unsecured in an active workspace. A stack of boards with a high center of gravity can tip over from vibration or imbalance. Without proper bracing, it poses a falling object risk to anyone nearby. Forklift operators are responsible for both load stability and surrounding safety. Always secure tall loads using straps, blocks, or support frames. Maintain clear no-go zones around moving equipment and avoid placing any load where it could shift or fall toward another worker. At this worksite, a transfer hose connected to an LP gas truck suddenly develops a leak, releasing pressurized gas into the area. A hose transferring liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, operates under very high pressure. A rupture or coupling issue can quickly release gas, creating an oxygen displacement and ignition hazard. These incidents can escalate rapidly if the gas reaches any nearby ignition source. Always inspect hoses and couplings before each use and pressure test them regularly. Keep the transfer zone clear of all non-essential personnel. If a leak occurs, move away from the area immediately and alert emergency or safety staff. At this textile mill, a worker leans too close to a large operating roller machine standing within reach of its fast-moving parts. Always shut down and isolate any rotating machinery before performing maintenance, clearing jams, or cleaning. The in-running nip points of a winder can catch clothing or tools in seconds if guards are removed or bypassed. Machine guards and barriers are designed for protection, not inconvenience. Only work on machinery after completing a full lockout tagout procedure. Every barrier exists to prevent contact with moving components and should remain properly secured at all times. At this fuel depot, a worker climbs onto a tanker truck while holding a lit cigarette and opens the hatch, unknowingly exposing fuel vapors to a possible ignition source. Never bring an ignition source, such as a cigarette, lighter, or non-intrinsically safe tool, near a fuel tanker, even when empty. Tankers may contain vapor residues that can mix with air. Opening the hatch provides a direct path for vapors to escape and reach a flame or spark. Fire prevention depends on breaking the fire triangle: fuel, oxygen, and ignition. Introducing a flame near fuel vapor completes that triangle. Always follow no smoking and no open flame guidelines in refueling or fuel handling areas. Even an empty tank can remain hazardous due to lingering vapor-air mixtures that ignite easily. To keep learning from these important workplace safety lessons, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay aware, stay safe.